if it falls any further, and it just fell way below S3, and they brought market right back up to S3 again. And so, Mondays are typically a weak day in the market. It's just that for a while there, things have just been like abnormal, the Obama zombie market. And that has changed now with Trump being there. We're starting to get a little bit more movement now, so we'll be able to, trade a little bit more, but we'll have to be a little bit quicker, I think. But now that we push back up to the S3 here, is that we'll have to see tomorrow. Usually tomorrow is turnaround Tuesday, where they reverse some of the move. But I think they reversed a lot of this move, in the afternoon today. So I don't know how much more of a move higher we're gonna get. I'll just have to see when the open comes. I was short ES and went ahead and closed it when it pushed down through the VWAP, and I'm short again now, going into the rest of the week. I don't expect the Fed to do anything, but I don't think that's bullish. And the Supreme Court pick coming out Tuesday night. He's going to dominate the news. With the Fed, and I think that they're just going to keep the turmoil going until people start to buck a little bit. The market, first year of a president, if you're a Democrat, third week of February, they start lifting it. If you're a Republican, last week in March, they start lifting it. With Trump, I'm not really sure what's going to happen here, but a lot of people are buying February VIX calls, and at some point it's going to mess up the dip buying algos with where VIX is being priced. And if you look at what happened with VIX today, should come up here in a sec, is that went up and hit this moving average here and came back down. But it's just so typical. There's still not enough fear in the market yet that they don't use this to buy dips. Somebody noted on Twitter this morning that TLT wasn't participating, so there was no real movement of monies. So people were just waiting for, I guess, some emotional sellers to get out. Now the market just closed. The market to get out of the market, and then they used that to start ramping it. So usually this doesn't happen the day before the Fed meeting either. So everything gets accelerated now. So the algos are front running themselves. But I'm still expecting the VIX to keep pushing higher. I think we're going to expand now the volatility in the markets. It should start getting interesting. We're pretty much down to nothing, in terms of position size. I'm just not really sure where to go. I day traded XIV today. Made good money on it. It was a big push. But I didn't stay in it. It made another $1 after I got out. I just not going to get greedy here on some of this stuff. And now we'll just kind of sit and wait. Gold was kind of flattish. And SLW, which we own, was a little bit down from where we bought it. But again, I think it's making moves in the right direction. And oil, oil is flattish. Like I said, I think there's too much oil out there. UNG, we got stopped out. We went back in again. It's at the S2 here, and cold weather's coming in, so I'm expecting this to lift back up. I'm still looking for a gap fill at 9, and so going to go after it again. And then we took profit. Excuse me, the wrong one here. We took profit on BIS. Just, I got a little nervous here with the market starting to ramp, and they usually dive right into this thing to help push it along. And then their other ramp-a-palooza is XLG, and that's what they used here the last 2 hours to kind of push it up. But it also dropped below S3. And these pivot ranges are kind of misleading because everything's been so tight for so long that it's going to have to accordion out here, and so we get a better perspective on the market. That's what's forcing it in. There's algorithms now that are looking at how far are we away from, the pivot or the VWAP center of gravities, and they like to drive the trades back into those areas. So as those things expand, we'll get more market movement. We'll make more money. But anyway, I'm not really expecting to do too much until after the meeting on Wednesday. My plan is that Yellen will not raise rates, which will explode the precious metals. And if she does, she's pretty much done. And but the market, I don't think, will like it very much either. The market's really struggling and straining with the dollar where it is. So anyway, here's Bob from Trade Genius. If I see anything more interesting as I look at charts tonight, I'll do some more videos. Anyway, thank you. Have a great night. Bye bye.